Hi, this is Alan from hourly.com, and today we're going to talk about search engine optimization updates. So let's start with some on-site optimization tips. So it's good to focus on keyword phrases that will make you the most money, and one of the concepts we're going to cover today is buyer keyword phrases. And so if your goal is to make a conversion, whether it's a sale on a specific product or on a service, then you want to target keyword phrases that people that are ready to buy would type into Google to find what you offer. So these keyword phrases are going to be typed in by people that are close to making a buying decision. You can use these keywords within your on-site optimization and within the content of your website, the meta title, meta description, within headings, the menus, etc. You can reference the last SEO lecture to get details on on-site optimization specifics. You want to avoid vague keyword phrases from people that are just browsing. So these people might be doing keyword searches within your niche, but they're not actually looking to buy, they're just looking to get information. And so those keyword phrases, while they're still valuable, won't lead to as many conversions. And so if you're going to focus your marketing budget and your energy and time, then it would be better spent on keywords that will actually make you money. So some buyer keyword phrases could include bargain, and then your product or your keyword phrase, best price for whatever you're offering, buy product online, buy product with credit card, buy product with PayPal, buying, cheap, cheapest, best, budget, coupon code for blank, discount code, get blank, low priced blank, where can I buy blank. So as you can see, like all these keywords are phrases and adjectives that people would type into Google before or after their subject matter, when as them comparing prices or looking for the best place to get what they want. And so these people are ready to make a buying decision. So let's talk a little bit more about creating content, which is the key to white hat SEO. When creating content, you can give people something useful, like a how-to article or some insider tips and information. You can make it entertaining and interactive, so it makes it more likely that someone's going to share it with other people, whether it's through word of mouth or through online social sharing. You can create a utility that people can come back to and use from your website, like PageRank or backlink checker tools. You can create a community or forum where people can not only have a discussion where they will log back in again to continue that, but also create original content for your site at the same time. You can create an online game. I know a lot of sites can have like flash games that people can log on to from their website and play. So when you're creating like just articles, it's a good idea to have it original, interesting, and offering people value. Get ideas on what to write about by doing some research in your niche and in your industry to see what's trending right now. Like, what are some of the hot topics within your industry that people like to share and get a lot of hits and backlinks. You can get some ideas at places like Ruzzit.com, BuzzSumo.com. Hootsuite has a tool as well where you can enter different keyword phrases or enter your niche, and they will give you some of the hottest or trending articles and media online pertaining to that keyword phrase. So we'll go through some examples later so you can get an idea of what that looks like. So you go to those sites, you enter a keyword or a keyword phrase relating to your industry. You see what's hot, and then you build an updated article or video that is related to that topic within your industry. So you're hoping to get a topic that will get good engagement and shares. And you get an idea about what your competition in that industry is doing as well. So for example, you can go to Ruzzit.com and type in your keyword at the top where it says search keyword or share a link. And it'll give you results. So in this topic for SEO, it came back with over 2,000 results, and you can see like what videos are getting hits and what articles that people are writing about that are getting a lot of shares and backlinks. So you search for the keyword topics within your industry. You review the list of pages and media that it comes out with. And then your goal is to find content that already have a lot of backlinks, because then you know that is an attractive topic. And you can use sites like majestic.com to identify websites that are linking to similar content. So we'll talk more about that in detail. So you take those articles that have a lot of backlinks within your industry that already exist, and then you take that article's website address or URL and you put it through a backlink checker tool to see what sites exactly are backlinking to that article. So sites like Majest.com or ahrefs.com, Site Explorer can also tell you which sites are backlinking to that specific article within your niche. So for example, you can go to Majestic, you type in learn SEO. And then you can see, for example, this website here has 109 external backlinks. And so you can take a look at what companies are giving them those links and which sites comprise those 109 backlinks specifically. So for example, this blog article has 192 external backlinks, as you can see down here. So you plug that article's URL into a backlink checker tool and it'll tell you exactly which sites are backlinking. And you can go through these sites and potentially get the same backlink. So you want to see which websites, external websites, are linking back to that article, and potentially you can get the same external backlink. So you don't want a backlink that's within the same site, because that's just an internal link. You want outside third-party sites sending links back to that article. Then you compile a spreadsheet like in Excel where you write down which sites are backlinking to that article. And then you write down in the next column next to it, how do you contact those people? Like, is there a contact page you need to enter a form in? Do they have an email address or social media that you can contact them through? Because your goal is going to be to try to get the same, you're going to write a similar article to that that's going to be hopefully better, original, updated, and then you are going to contact those backlinking websites to see if you can get the same backlink. Or you can create entirely new content that's geared towards their audience and then ask for a backlink as well that way. So you can list this anywhere from like dozens to hundreds of sites that are giving backlinks. And then you want to create a basic email template that will allow you to contact each one of these websites one by one and ask them in a customized, personalized way for a backlink. So when you're requesting a backlink, the main point is to hone in on how giving you a backlink is going to benefit them, or pretty much what's in it for them to help you out. So that could be original high value content that could help their SEO and potentially get them more hits. Exclusive original infographics that they can use for existing articles or new articles that can attract a lot of shares, for example, or just offer their audience a lot of value. You can write a specific original guest blog post for them that will also help them with their SEO and attract traffic. You can correct a broken link that they're linking out to, and we'll talk about that later as well. You can do a reciprocal link with them and just trade. You can offer to share their content on your social media accounts, whether it's like your Facebook wall, your LinkedIn wall, etc. You can create a how-to article that offers their audience a lot of value. You can correct some typos or grammatical errors on their website. You can give them an endorsement on social media. You can provide a testimonial for them and ask them to backlink to your site somewhere at the end of your testimonial. So here's an example of a template you could use to request a backlink. Hi, I've been reading your blog for the last 2 years and found a ton of value. Your recent post about topic really reached me. And then you explain why it reached you specifically. Don't be too wordy because people don't have time to read long emails, but make it personalized so they know you're not just cutting and pasting the same thing to everybody. You can read my post about whatever topic you guys have in common here, and then give them a link so they can actually read the post and see if it actually offers value. If you're open to it, I'd love for you to share it with your audience. Thanks again for sharing your insight. Sincerely, your name, contact info, social media. So it's brief, to the point. You can play around with this and customize it to be congruent with your personality, and you can see, just test different types of approaches and see what works for you and gets you the most conversions to backlinks. You can use a tracking service to track the emails you send out, so you can actually see like who's actually opening the emails and clicking through, so maybe you can follow up with them again. And you know who not to contact anymore because they're non-responsive. So some tools can be at like whoreadme.com or HubSpot.com as a tool for that as well. Another type of backlink is guest writing for other people's websites. So you're going to give them some exclusive original content that you're going to write for them, and then they're going to credit you along with a backlink to your site. So where do you find sites that are open to do that? You can look for keywords through Google by just typing in keyword submit news, like local SEO, become a guest blogger, sell shoes, guest post wanted, keyword guest poster wanted, accepting guest posts, articles wanted, become guest writer, become a contributor, submit articles. So you just type that into the Google query box and see what sites are accepting original content. Write for us, guest post opportunities. This is a guest post by contributing writer, contribute to our site, submit content, submit post, guest post courtesy of, guest posting guidelines. So these are all indicators that they're open to new original content submissions. You can look for sites that other people are posting on already, like keyword my post on other blogs, guest post, my guest posts, my guest blogs, post on other blogs I've been featured on, sites I've written for. So these are all places where you could potentially find links to places that they submit original content to, and you can potentially do the same as well. You can also search for guest posting sites, accept guest post sites, and try to get a listing of just sites that accept original content. You want to use your time wisely and look for sites that have a good link profile, that are related to the same industry as yours, that already has like high quality content, that has a good following and a nice electric traffic rank. So if you're going to spend your time writing an original article for someone that has a lot of value, then, or paying someone to do that for you, you're going to want to make sure that it's actually a website that's going to actually help you and offer you value back with a backlink that's actually worth something, or potentially even like send you traffic through that article as well. So when you're deciding what kind of original content you're going to offer a site, you got to keep their audience in mind, not yours, because then it'll make it more likely that they'll actually have use for that article. You can look for outdated articles on their site currently and then offer them an updated version of that. You can write on topics within their niche. You can talk about topics within their niche that they haven't covered already. And then when you write this, make sure if they have any posting guidelines to read that first and make sure it actually follows what they're looking for. You can engage with webmasters through other ways as well. Like you can compliment them on their social media accounts, like on Twitter and Facebook, prior to emailing them, and it may increase the chances that they'll actually respond to you and accept an article from you. So an example of an email could sound something like, "Hi, their name. I'm a longtime reader. I'm writing to you because I'd love to contribute a guest post to blank website. I've been brainstorming some topics that I think your readers would get a ton of value from," and then just list a couple of ideas that you thought they could find valuable. I'll make sure the piece is filled with information that can't be found anywhere else. To give you an idea of the quality I'll bring to your site, here's a link to guest posts or posts that I recently published, and just give them some links to like posts you've been submitted before in the past, so they know your quality of writing. Sincerely, and then your name, and then your contact info and your social media accounts. Another template could look something like, "Hello, their name. I'm a regular reader of their site. I truly like the blog post that you wrote about," and then reference a post on their site. "Since you already publish guest posts from different authors in your niche, I was wondering if you would be open to more original, high-value content for your blogs. I work as a," and then your position. "I've contributed guest articles to several niche industry blogs, including," and then list the blogs you've been accepted as a writer for in the past. "I understand the need for unique and well-researched content. You can check out some of my recently published guest posts at," and then give them the URL so they can take a look at your past articles. "I'd love to share my article with the readers of your blog in a guest post titled," and then the title of the post. "In this post, I'll discuss key points including," and then list your main points. "The word count of the post will be no less than," for example, 500 words. "I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Sincerely," then your name, your website, and your social media, and your contact info, etc. So here's the next type of link building that we actually mentioned this in the last video, but we're going to go into more details. So for example, for broken link building, you're going to look for broken links that other sites are linking to already, and then let them know that the link that they're linking out to is broken, and then offer them an alternative from your site so that they can replace their broken link with a link that actually works back to your site, and that's how you're going to get that backlink. So you can use tools like Screaming Frog SEO Spider that will allow you to detect broken links, and that's the URL. It's screamingfrog.co.uk, and then broken link checker. And you're looking for sites related to your industry/niche. You're going to export the root domains and upload them into the Screaming Frog tool, so that they'll explain to you how to use that tool on their website step by step in that link that we have in this slide. You're basically going to export the root domains and upload them into Screaming Frog. And then they will spider the pages on the URLs you have uploaded and then look for 404 pages, which are broken links. You export this list and enter them into a backlink checker tool like Open Site Explorer. And that's the URL for that, moz.com/researchtools/OSC, which stands for Open Site Explorer. And this is being used to research backlinks, find link building opportunities, and discover potentially damaging links with Open Site Explorer. And then you make a list of different sites that are linking to non-existent pages. And then you can contact them with, "Hello, I was looking for a few resources on topic and I came across your informative post," and then list the title. "I noticed that one of the resources you linked to on topic no longer exists. I recently created an extensively researched post on the same topic for you," and then send them the link. "It might make a good addition to your article. Either way, keep up the insightful posts. Sincerely, your name and contact info." So basically, you did the work, you used a tool, and you found a link that they're linking to that doesn't exist anymore. You create a similar article, and then you let them know through email that their link is broken, and then they can move that link over to your article, which is similar and actually works. Here's a technique called skyscraper. So you're looking for existing articles in your niche, and then you find one that you can improve upon with like just a more extensive article, more detail, or updated information, just improved overall. And then you look for the sites that are linking to that article through a backlink checker tool, like we mentioned before. And then you let them know that you have an updated, better version of that article that they're linking to, and they could potentially change that link over to you instead of the outdated old article that they were linking to before. So it could look something like subject on topic: "Hello, webmaster. I was doing some research on topic and I came across your page. I noticed that you mentioned one of my favorite references on this topic," and then give the link to the old article that somebody else wrote. "I have applied its concept in the past and found great success with it. I just published a more in-depth, updated 500 plus word article laying out step-by-step how to blank," and then give them the link of the updated, better version of that article that you wrote on your website. It might be worth sharing with your audience. Either way, keep up the great work. I'd be grateful to know what you thought about my article as well. Thanks again, sincerely," and then your name and contact info. So you're basically just reaching out, letting them know that they're looking to outdated or subpar information, and that you have something that might be better, more updated, and something that their audience might find more value from. You can create infographics as well, whether it's something that goes viral, or a chart, or pictogram, or some sort of graphic that can explain something or help people understand a concept, or it's just funny. So you make this infographic and you're offering webmasters content that they can include on their website, write an article about, and then include the infographic that offers their audience value or makes it more likely for them to share. And then they'll give you credit for it along with a backlink potentially. So if it's a really high-end site, that you can make them original content with an exclusive original infographic that is just for them, that they're going to break open to the public first, and making it more likely that they'd be open to actually using it and giving you credit for it with a backlink. You can create like a worksheet infographic or even like a checklist. You can even offer to write them a couple explanation paragraphs that correspond to the infographic, so that saves them the effort of having to do that if they want to use your infographic. So an email could look something like, amazing infographic that illustrates blank. Hello site owner, I have been reading your articles for a while. I appreciate, and then some specific points about their site that you find positive. I just wrote a post on blank along with an original catchy infographic that illustrates blank, and then give them a link to your infographic. Do you feel this could be a good fit for your audience? Question mark. Sincerely, your name and contact info. So let's end this lecture with just more places you can get backlinks on your own, or you can hire someone to do it for you. So you can join your Chamber of Commerce and get your link posted in their member directory. You can join the Better Business Bureau and get a backlink from there. You can sponsor an event or a nonprofit and ask them for a backlink up from their website. You can create a genuine, authentic press release through a trusted company. So there's a bunch of press release syndication companies out there. So pick one that's reputable and create a authentic press release that people might actually be interested in reading. Don't just create press releases to get backlinks, because that could potentially hurt you. Ask a link from business affiliates or suppliers that you buy from. You can write a testimonial for another company or site and then ask them for a backlink under your testimonial. You get backlinks from social media profiles like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. So they may not necessarily help you, because these are going to be no follow backlinks telling Google not to count it as a backlink, but at least it doesn't hurt. And it could potentially send traffic to your site as well, which could help your SEO too. You can get some bookmarking links from like Reddit, StumbleUpon, Scoop It, Delicious. You can go to local directories, especially if you're a local business looking for local leads, and you can do it at mantalocal.com, Merchant Circle, City Search, MapQuest. Claim listings at Superpages, Yelp.com, Foursquare, Bing. So those are all the URLs for some local directories. Moz.com/local, Google Business, your Chamber of Commerce, like we mentioned, yellowpages.com, dexnose.com, and some tools that can help you find more local listings and citations are going to be at whitespark.ca, yext.com, brightlocal.com. Some more directories are going to be like directoryworld.net, directory.rtt.com, somuch.com, allthewebsites.org. What you don't want to be doing is using any sort of black hat tool or outsourcing to people to list you in like 10,000 directories for some insanely cheap amount, because that is some black hat tactics that will get you in trouble with Google. So just don't do it. As long as these are high value websites and these things are being done manually and not with some black hat automated macro program, then you should be okay. You can submit your website to these blog directories like DMoz, Alltop, Blogpedia, On Top List, WikiHow, Blogorama. Actually, I should say DMoz is just a regular directory, so you can just include your website on there and then it gets manually reviewed. So DMoz is a very reputable directory and makes a great example of directories that you can still submit to and not get in trouble. Web 2.0 blogs are like self-publishing platforms, and that can include like Tumblr, WordPress, blogger.com or blog.com. You can create a blog that actually is real and offers people value. Don't just start spamming these sites with junk. You can encourage your customers to leave you reviews, and that might help as well, like on Google, Yelp, Superpages, Foursquare, Urban Spoon, and that can create some content around your review site profiles that could draw people in. And lastly, we're going to finish with, let's say you created a backlink and now Google's emailed you letting you know you have some spammy links or your rank starts to drop. You hired an SEO or you outsourced it and you ended up with a bunch of garbage backlinks. Well, you can actually go through the disavow process through Google and just go to that web address and they will explain to you how to go through the disavow process online. And basically your goal is to tell Google to not count those backlinks. So Google wants you to try to remove as many of those spammy or low quality backlinks as possible, and the remaining links that you're unable to get removed from that are like black hat or just junk backlinks, you can go through you can upload them through the disavow process and hopefully improve the health of your website and SEO. So that covers our SEO update for this year. If you have any questions, you can always contact us at hourly.com.